Hello everyone, we're going to do things a little bit differently this September the 11th, 2014, this being the anniversary of 9/11. We're going to cover the president's speech last night on ISIS. We're going to take a look at this X 1.6 Earth-facing CME. We're going to talk about the possibility of the power grids going down. But let's go to the president's speech and let's begin there.
Threats come from the Middle East and North Africa, where radical groups exploit grievances for their own gain. And one of those groups is ISIL, which calls itself the Islamic State. Now let's make two things clear. ISIL is not Islamic. No religion condones the killing of innocents.
Now, you have just heard the President of these United States of America, friends, and the Commander-in-Chief make the statement that ISIS is not Islamic, that Islam doesn't promote killing, raping, and beheading of their very own people. There is something seriously wrong. Now, it reminds me of the movie with Jim Carrey. Liar, liar. Yes, Islam does promote violence, hate, killing, crucifixions, and beheading, and there is something very seriously wrong with our country as long as this president is the commander-in-chief, because Barack H. Obama is Muslim, is of the Muslim faith. Let me remind everyone.
You are absolutely right that John McCain has not talked about my Muslim faith, and you're absolutely right that that is not come.
Now, the downfall and destruction of the United States of America as we know it has been done by grand design. America, people of America, what were you thinking after the atrocities of September 11th? And here we are, September 11th, 2014, on the anniversary of that tragic day when those towers came down. What persuaded the American people to elect into the highest office of the land a person by the name, just the name, Barack Hussein Obama, a Muslim name? This was created by grand design. Now, with Barack H. Obama being of the Muslim faith and Islam, we've got a serious problem. He is not going to stop ISIS. He has no intentions of stopping ISIS, and let me explain why. He created this mess, but he is not going to in any way get us, the American people, out of this mess. It was done on purpose. Imagine for a moment, could you, being a Christian, if you are a born-again Christian, could you turn on a fellow Christian and crucify them? Could you rape, kill, burn down a brother or sister's church? Could you turn on them and behead them? Of course, the answer is no. And neither, and this is the grand design, to bring down America, the destruction of America, neither can Barack Obama turn on anyone of the Islamic Muslim faith. Stay tuned. Oh, indeed, the prophets wrote about it and Jesus spoke about it. And it's going by the book, talking about the book of Revelation. Now, I want you to understand something, that it was this administration that funded the Muslim Brotherhood, and with the commander-in-chief of these United States of America being of the Muslim faith and Islam, the rest of the American people that are not of the Muslim faith and do not practice the Islamic religion and pray to Allah, we are no more than infidels, dogs in the eyes of a person in the highest office of the land. Now, just a heads up, and play it safe with today being the anniversary of 9/11, today being September 11th, 2014. Remember yesterday we had a massive X-flare, X 1.6 CME, Earth directed, and they are saying that it could affect our power grids. Make sure you got plenty of batteries, make sure you've got flashlights on hand, and hopefully you have a generator or you're able to get a hold of a generator. Make sure your phones are fully charged. Today, we're going to have to wait and see, is there some planned attack on the United States of America or New York City? Between today being September 11th and you may not know, but on the Sunday, it is the 200th anniversary of the national anthem. Now, people of America, you have to wake up. You got to come out of your dream state. I want to remind everyone that it was this government, the powers that be, that run this country, that funded the Muslim Brotherhood, that armed and trained Al-Qaeda, who is now ISIS. Now, this article came out back in August. Actually, it was August 31st, 2014. And it comes from WorldNet Daily. Expert, imminent ISIS threat to U.S. power grid. ISIS terrorists pose an imminent threat to the U.S. electric grid and the capacity to coordinate a devastating assault on our nation's infrastructure, warned a leading Homeland Security and terrorism expert in a radio interview Sunday. This is back August 31st, just last month. I want to remind everyone that we had Homeland Security, we had FEMA and their vehicles, their Urban Search and Rescue Task Force, in Michigan, in my own neighborhood, in my backyard, peeking into the windows of vacant homes, using a telescopic wand with a camera to look inside of vacant homes and property. They had dogs, Doberman Pinschers, roaming the neighborhood where young children are playing, unleashed. And when I asked them, they wouldn't come on camera, but they told me. I asked, what are you doing? And they said they are from Homeland Security and FEMA, Urban Search and Rescue Task Force, and we are doing a training drill in case the power grid goes down. Now, this just a quick reminder, this is back on July 30th of this year, where there is a convoy of Department of Homeland Security FEMA vehicles that were in our area, and they were on the move. And again, when I asked them, what are you training for, they said, in case there's an attack on the power grids. In closing, just keep a watchful eye between now, September 11th, 2014, and the Sunday, which marks the 200th anniversary of the Star-Spangled Banner, Sunday, September 14th, 2014, for another false flag event, another 9/11 type scenario, another inside job. Subscribe to my channel, leave me comments, leave me your thoughts. God bless and be safe.